Hello everyone, welcome back. Today I'm going to be discussing the HX Outdoors Tactical Pen with you. It comes in this rather nice little box which we'll have a look at later on. It snaps shut fairly firmly, and inside we have the pen itself. As you can see, it's well protected by some foam padding here. Right, let's have a look at the pen itself, shall we? Okay, so straight away you can see it's a bolt operated pen, bolt action pen. Deploying the nib. Very strong spring in there. We've got a pocket clip. We have a glass breaker at this end in a stainless steel carrier. The pen is made from aluminium, and we have a standard Parker refill in here. Anyway, let's take a look at this interesting little pen, a closer look at this interesting little pen, shall we? And here we are at the writing end of things. As you can see, there's some very nice little flutes in the tip here. I like that. This bit is removable to get to the pen refill itself. Got some nice machining just here as well. I like that. That's for grip while you're holding it to write with. Move along to the I've got HX Outdoors and their logo here. If we move along to the pocket clip itself, we've got the founding of an army. Don't know why that's there. Sounds good though. And at this end we have the I think it's stainless steel anyway, carrier for the glass breaker here. Here's the little bolt handle then. I think if you were going to carry this, I think what I would do is put some Loctite in here, because it does tend to screw out quite easily. So you want to put some Loctite on there to stop it falling out. And then we'll get along to the part that I find very interesting about this pen, and I quite like this little detail. Bolt action pen, and we have a bullet on the bolt itself, look. So you're actually pushing around into the chamber every time you deploy the nib. Very clever little touch. I like that a lot, and that's what attracted me to the pen in the first place, guys. Very clever, I like that. Just a quick word on dimensions for you. As usual, I measured this myself. The overall length is 132.1 millimeters. The barrel diameter is 12.5 millimeters, and the dimension across here you're looking at 20 millimeters. How much does the HX Outdoors weigh? 1 ounce and 3/8, or 39 grams. Let's just take a look at a few size comparisons. First off is my other bolt operated tactical pen, the FURA Tactical Pen. FURA do actually make quite a few other tactical pens now, but at the time when I purchased this one, this is the only one they did. It's bolt action, and I believe it's a stainless steel body, because it's quite a lot heavier than my other tactical pens that I own. As you can see, it's got a glass breaker on the end as well here. Here's my LAIX B2R, which is obviously a copy of the UZ TacPen. Again, we have a glass breaker on the end. The nib protrudes from this end. We've got a whole bunch of knurling here, and you can see it's quite a lot bigger and a lot more aggressive looking than the HX Outdoors. Let's take a quick look at my latest purchase, my B007 tactical pen. I like this one, and I've been carrying this one for the last few days, but I'm going to be doing a review on this fairly shortly, so we'll pop it to one side again. Okay, so what's it like handling wise? Well, unlike my FURA bolt pen, there are no sharp edges just here where the bolt runs. There's a fairly strong spring there. It's a very positive action, and you can hear how well the bolt slams open. It handles quite nicely too. There's no other sharp edges on it either. And unlike my other tactical pens with their glass breakers here, this is quite a nice gentle, soft, as it were, place to rest your thumb on. If we take a look at my original FURA Tactical Pen, as you can see, your thumb's actually digging into quite a sharp glass breaker just here, and it's quite painful. In fact, the only way I found to do it was to rest my thumb on the top of the pocket clip there. That's the only way I found to, you know, forgot to use it that way. I mean, even trying to, oh, actually, to be honest with you, using the glass breaker that way is not too bad. You've still got a sharp-ish bit sticking into your thumb. So what about the LAIX B2R? Well, again, you've got a nice sharp glass breaker sticking into your thumb if you want to use that way. Once again, I rest my thumb just there, like so, on top of the pocket clip, making it a lot more comfortable to use that way. What's it like that way then? Again, you've got a, you know, where the nib protrudes from to try and hold it against, so you know you might get a little discomfort on it during an impact, but certainly that way, rest it on top of the clip. Right, and getting back to the HX Outdoors Tactical Pen, as I say, this little glass breaker, which does actually mark glass, I'll show you, it does actually work. It doesn't feel that sharp, but it's just a nice bit to rest your thumb on. Your thumb's not going to slip off of here too readily, I don't think, but neither are you going to harm yourself with it. You're not going to cut yourself. I'm not hurting myself there at all, running it over the edge there. But let's just take a look at a bottle and we'll see what we can do with this glass breaker. Right then, here we have a cider, my favourite cider actually, bottle. No marks on there that we can see. Where's the pen? Just close the bolt up again. Right then, let's run the pen. There you go. Perfect. So it does work, although it's not sharp. It's quite good really. So it does actually do what it's supposed to do on glass, and you can also rest your thumb on it for you know, that sort of purpose. The dissuader, as it were. It's quite a nice hold. What about what's it like to write with? Because it uses a standard Parker refill that are available all over the place. It's got a little spring there. Now this is the strong spring. Just fits over the end there like so, and it all goes inside the barrel like this. If you're wondering what this is, it's just a little bit of swarf that fell out of the barrel when I took it apart to show you guys the refill. Right, and while I've got the pen apart, I'll just show you the bolt details. The little brass bullet screws off of the end of its carrier, like so. Put it back together again. The little bolt handle itself, just here, simply screws into there, like so. And again, I had another bit of swarf brass this time fall out when I took it apart. The refill simply fits inside like so. And here is the pen completely stripped down with its little bits of swarf that fell out of it earlier on. It tightens on there like so. Reassemble the cartridge back onto the bolt. Send it back up the barrel. Right, get the little bolt handle back in there. As I say, you may wish to put a little bit of Loctite in here, just to prevent the loss of the bolt handle itself. I'll do that as tight as I can. Pop in the refill. Hopefully, there it goes. Little spring on the end there. It's quite a largish spring. And we'll put the nose cone on, which also, interestingly enough, has a little O-ring just there as well. So that stops it from coming undone. You can actually feel the extra pressure required there, so that stops that coming off quite nicely. And we just check for function. What's it like to write with then? Actually, it's not too bad, you know, it's a bit sort of top heavy, but it's actually quite comfortable to write with. I find it so. It's a nice barrel to get hold of there. If I could even spell. Yes, not bad at all actually to write with. Nice and comfortable to hold. Yeah, quite like it actually. These things are what's known as focused impact defence aids, shall we say. We won't call it a weapon, not in the UK here. We'll just call it a defence aid, shall we? And as I say, you know, obviously if you've got any kind of a punch, it is spread across here, obviously, across your two knuckles here. But with something like this here, you've got a very small point there, which will focus the impact quite nicely. Right, so I've got this piece of wood from down in the workshop there. Let's give it a go. We'll start with the ordinary writing tip. As you can see, it's left some rather nice marks in the wood here. Let's try the same thing with the glass breaker. And again, it has left a couple of nice little marks there. So you just know that's going to hurt and should put people off, I would have thought. And I've done no damage to the writing tip at all. As you can see, you can still deploy the refill. For many years I have carried this very nice stainless steel Parker pen here. This was given to me by my late parents-in-law for Christmas many years ago. But the reason, one of the reasons I carry my own pen is because back in the mid 1980s at some point I was out making a purchase, and back then you used to have to use checkbooks. Anybody remember those things? Good grief. Anyway, the counter assistant handed me a pen that I was not happy with. You could actually write with one end of the pen and then rub it out with the other end of the pen. So, you know, if this guy thought I was going to use a pen to write a cheque that you could actually rub out the amount with, he could think again, and I was not about to do it. And ever since then, I've carried my own pen. I started out by carrying a Parker with a plastic barrel for many years, and as I said, until this one came along, and then I carried this one. But now I like to carry something like this because it's stronger, it has more uses, they're quite nice looking. You know, they have the impact assistance, shall we say. Over the last few days I've been carrying this little fellow. This is an LAIX B007. I don't know whether I should have got this one in gold, but this one's in the grey and it is also available in black. I might actually have to get myself a gold one. Mrs. Rathbone has actually shown an interest in this one herself, so this one might be disappearing into her handbag at some point. Anyway, back to the HX Outdoors tactical pen. I do believe I mentioned earlier I was going to show the box it came in, and here it is. It's actually quite a nice quality box, very strong plastic with quite a strong clip going on at the front here to hold it shut. There we go, and that's how strong it is, guys. You can also hang it up, as you can see, which I suppose is for a shop display really. Can we get into it again? Yes, we can. It's nicely padded. Under here we have pictures of the pen itself. There's nothing under here, I don't think. A couple of bits of foam. To be honest with you, I dare say you could repurpose this box and make your own little survival kit out of it. Something very much like this, which I've just thrown together for you. You've got your little signal mirror, we have a little multi-tool knife, little screwdriver set here, ferro rod for starting fires, a small little flashlight, and of course the pen itself. So there we go, guys. Quite a nice little tactical pen that comes in a very nice box that can very easily be repurposed. And there we have it then, guys, the HX Outdoors tactical pen. Very nice little detail with the bullet that you can push into the chamber every time you deploy the writing nib. I like that, and that's what attracted it to me in the first place. We better thank GearBest for sending it in for us. Thank you very much, guys, most helpful. Thank you for supporting the channel. You guys can support the channel by subscribing. You can click like if you enjoyed the review, and you can share it with your friends as well. You can also follow me on Instagram. You can support the channel in other ways too. There is my Patreon page if you wish to do so. You can also use my very special GearBest link, which you will find in the description below. Clicking on that link will take you along to GearBest, and all you'll be doing is just buying something that you really want from GearBest, and I will get a small commission from that sale, and I play it straight back into the channel, guys. It just helps to build the channel up a bit and improve it. And also, if I find something interesting out there, I can purchase it. If you wish to support the channel in another way, please let me know. If you wish to make a donation via PayPal, and I will get back to you with my PayPal email address if you wish to do that way. Thank you very much for all your support, guys. I hope you enjoyed the review. Thanks for coming over once again. I'll hope you'll all pop over again maybe tomorrow, possibly. I'm sure I'll have something for you tomorrow. And I will catch you here again soon. So thanks for coming over, guys. Laters!
Rough.